against the culture of the music that I make, but you can actually sing along to this if you want. It's kind of like it's got a gospel choir on it. It was I was making an album in the early '90s, and McGee was like, Pete, this is the single, this is the one. He was always obsessed with, Alan McGee was always obsessed with the one. He was always like, is it the one? You know, is it the one? You know, it's very sweet, it's lovely, it's like, you know, and he decided this was the one. I mean, I was quite fond of this song as well. And because Primal Screamer just had come together with the gospel choir, he was like, we'll get the gospel choir on it. It's going to be. It sounds amazing on the record. It's lovely. So it's like, so this has got a gospel choir on it. Right, so it's with it. So, that's what they say, right? Yeah, so it's really. But one of my students quite recently was going, yeah, I think it was like his uncle. He was going, yeah, my uncle sang on one of your records. He was like, so he was like one of the sort of church kids that we get. So I said, I love it. And he was like, his uncle was like, yeah, I used to, which would have been ancient history for him. Would have been long before he was born. So this is very much that kind of song that you experience and you write when you're in a band. I was obviously in several bands, but we were generally a very badly behaved band. We were. I think I never got arrested, but various members of the band were arrested on one occasion, and various times they didn't. They managed to avoid getting arrested. But yeah, it was. I mean, I was probably the person encouraging the bad behaviour rather than actually doing it. Anyway, but we were like, we did very stupid things. Like we decided one time we were going to, we were playing a festival, and we were playing a festival with the Gun Club. Do you know the Gun Club? Mm-hmm. Yeah, we decided, we got on really well with the Gun Club, and we decided with Jeffery Lee Pierce that we would go out on pedalos, pretend to be pirates. The Gun Club were in one pedalo, and they were in two pedalos, and we were in two pedalos, and we were going to be pirates. So we went out in these pedalos in the middle of the night in Italy, and of course it was like, oh shit, the tower blocks were like that big. It was very, very still, and then Jeffrey decided to board our boat. And we were in our underpants, but he of course still had his cowboy boots on. Jeff was a sweetheart, but he wasn't the most athletic of individuals. I mean, neither were we, but compared with him, we were athletes, So he decided to invade our boat, which just involved him going smack against the middle of his head. And then I remember me and Dave in the band I was holding onto his hand, and Dave was holding onto his foot where the cowboy was. He had a massive bruise on his hand because he was just dead weight basically. If I let go of him, he just would have gone down at the bottom of the ocean. But we managed to hold him and pull him back up again. And then I was on the pedalo, and I went, right, that's it. And I thought, because the tide was going out. Classic, so we go on the pedalo like this, and it was just going round. It's like, oh fuck, it's over. And then I was in the pedalo with the drummer in the band, and the drummer was like, and I'm like to Dave, drummer, I was going, fuck it, I'm going to swim. I'm an alright swimmer, do you know what I mean? And he was like, I can't swim. I was like, you can't all the time to tell me that you can't swim, do you know what I mean? So we were stuck in the pedalo, basically. And eventually, I don't know, what was really weird, and it's quite symbolic maybe, is when we gave up and thought we're going to die, fuck it, we're just going to go out into the ocean. We kind of just drifted back into shore to be met by Kid Congo. It's sweet, he was like, oh, come, you're back. So this is kind of like that kind of behaviour, do you know what I mean? It's like, so this is called Street of Lights.